Recently, the Supreme Court wrapped up its term with some major decisions that have captured national attention. The most talked about ruling is certainly the one that granted former President Donald Trump sweeping immunity from criminal prosecution. This decision ensures that he won't face any criminal charges before the upcoming 2024 election, an outcome that's already stirring a lot of conversations. In conclusion, the Supreme Court's recent term has shown its profound impact on the American political landscape. By protecting the president from prosecution, it underscores a commitment to a strong executive branch, a core conservative value. As the nation prepares for the upcoming election, these decisions will undoubtedly shape the political discourse and influence voters across the country. The Supreme Court argued that the president, as a unique branch of government, deserves unique protections. This rationale highlights the court's belief that the president needs to operate without the constant fear of legal repercussions from political opponents. Critics, however, see this as placing the president above the law and argue it contradicts the very core of American democracy, where no one is above the law. Chief Justice John Roberts and the majority of the court believe this ruling helps preserve the basic structure of the Constitution. They argue that without it, each president would live in constant fear of being prosecuted by their successors, potentially weakening executive power. As expected, this triggered strong reactions from the liberal-leaning justices and commentators who view this decision as a betrayal of constitutional principles. Justice Amy Coney Barrett, though partly agreeing with the majority, pointed out that some of Trump's alleged actions, such as attempts to organize alternate slates of electors, are private acts and should not be protected by presidential immunity. This dissent raises questions about how the court plans to address such distinctions in future cases. The reaction to this ruling indicates a deepening divide. Many liberals argue for immediate reforms, including possible changes to the Constitution to prevent future presidents from having such protections. They worry that this ruling sets a dangerous precedent, allowing future presidents to act without fear of prosecution for their official acts. What's fascinating here is the strong conservative belief in protecting the executive branch's functionality. Conservatives argue that without such protections, the country may suffer from constant political retribution, undermining the stability and efficiency of the government. The sentiment is that protecting the president from frivolous charges is crucial for the country's stability. Interestingly, the coverage from different media outlets showcases clear biases. Conservative media outlets view the ruling as a necessary step to ensure that presidents can do their jobs without undue fear of prosecution. They see this as a victory for protecting traditional structures and ensuring a strong executive branch. On the other hand, liberal media outlets present this as a dangerous overreach that could lead to potential abuse of power. This Supreme Court decision is only part of the broader landscape of judicial and political maneuvering. The court has also made significant rulings that impact the administrative state, aiming to reduce the power of executive agencies. This aligns with conservative ideals of reducing government overreach and promoting economic freedom. As Americans digest these rulings, the calls for changes to the judicial system and the presidency are growing louder. Many liberals are pushing for term limits for justices and a more independent federal prosecutorial body, while conservatives emphasize the importance of stability and tradition in the highest offices of government.